Hi there, Eve here from Vitamin Eve Nutrition Counseling. And today I want to talk about how the father archetype could actually be a great way to set a pathway towards healing. But before I get started, I just wanted to make a trigger warning that I'm going to be talking about the father archetype. So for whatever reason this is triggering for you, I invite you to not watch this content, or if you do want to watch it, is to get some self-care before you watch. So let's jump in, because your self-care and your mental health is important. Okay, so now let's jump in. So my father, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. So I was contemplating what are the qualities of a father that are helpful in getting through hard times. In this case, I adapted this specifically to healing an eating issue. And so there are 5 main qualities that are of that father archetype that could really help you in healing your eating challenge. And the first one is strength and courage. It takes tremendous strength and courage to decide you're going to stop dieting, to leave diet culture, to value your own inner guidance, to value healing and inner peace, to give yourself permission to feel your feelings when you're actually feeling them, to ask for help, and to show up authentically. So, even watching this is an example of you having strength and courage. So what else are you doing that shows your strength and courage in healing from an eating challenge? The second quality is protection. Protecting yourself. How are you protecting yourself from people who say things that could be hurtful about you, about your body, about food? What are you doing to protect yourself about the media that you consume that can make you feel bad about yourself or feel insecure? What can you do about protecting yourself around clothing that feels uncomfortable or tight? There's plenty of things you could do. Surround yourself by people who are kind and who love you and who show that in a way that feels good. Provide yourself clothing that fits well. What can you do to protect yourself? Only engage in social media that feels good and in alignment with you and who you are and your true values. These are some things that you could do to protect your healing from this eating challenge. The third quality is guidance. Learning how to listen to yourself. Look, growing up and going to school has done everything to alienate us from our own inner knowing. After all, when the bell rings, you need to be here. When the bell rings, don't be there. Eat at this time, go to the bathroom at that time. No wonder so many of us are completely lost when it comes to learning how to listen to yourself. So what can you do to recultivate that inner guidance? Something that could really help is learning how to ask yourself questions. Questions like, what am I truly hungry for? What will I find satisfying? Asking yourself questions like, am I even physically hungry? Could there be another need that I want to attend to? Learning how to connect with your inner guidance has to do with learning how to ask yourself some really good questions. Quality number 4 is being a provider. What foods are you providing yourself? Think about it. Are you providing yourself foods that you truly crave? Are you providing yourself foods that satisfy you? Are you providing yourself foods that make your body feel energized and that are in alignment with the type of eater that you want to be? Think about the foods that you are providing for yourself. This one I think is maybe one of my favorite steps, is providing yourself an environment of food that feels honoring. But beyond food, what other types of things are you providing yourself? Are you providing yourself opportunities to do enriching activities? Providing yourself a way to move your body in a way that feels good? What are you providing yourself? And finally, the last quality that I want to talk about, the 5th quality, is unconditional self-love. Unconditional love, but to yourself, right? Especially when it's hard. Let me say it like this. When you're recovering from an eating challenge, or if you're coming back from any challenge, it could be a bumpy road. There are going to be times when you learn the lesson too late, or you wish you had done something different. So the challenge here to be unconditional loving, especially when it's hard. So that means that when you feel like you mess up, instead of punishing yourself by making yourself skip meals, or pushing really hard at the gym, or punishing yourself by not letting yourself go out or do what you really want to do, no longer doing that, but instead giving yourself some compassion and forgiveness and making loving choices thereafter. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm curious to know what quality of this father archetype resonated most with you. What are you calling upon the most? And maybe I missed something. What would you like to add to this list of father archetype qualities that would make my list more complete? Please feel free to comment below, share your own inner wisdom with others so we can learn from one another. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, I invite you to subscribe because it would be so great to have you as part of my world. Thank you for watching, everybody.